Hello and welcome to, I guess, episode 1 of this Bandit's Worldly Wisdoms. How did you like the new intro? I just made it in Flash. I figured I'm going to need our intro if this is going to be a regular thing. So I just did that in Flash. Just if you don't like it, then tell me and I'll put the old one back on. I just figured if I keep using the old one, it's going to get irritating, even though it's awesome. Because it's a bit long and the tune's kind of, I don't know, annoys me. Because I watch it like all the time. So anyway, on with the show, as they say. So yeah, this is a show where I say a show. It's just a video that I'm going to do once a week. If you didn't watch the video, not my last one about the snow, but the one before that, the commentary. If you didn't watch that, then you won't know what this is. But this is a show where I get people to ask me questions about literally anything. It can be about me, it could be about my disability, it could be about disability in general, or it could just be about anything. My opinion on something, or advice you need on whatever. So yeah, I asked people to leave videos in the comments and or whatever. I got a couple of private messages as well, and there's other means, but I'll go over that at the end. So if you want to leave questions for the next one, then that's what we'll do. So I'll just bang on with the first one. This was sent in a private message. I don't know if the guy wants his name said. If he does, then he can message me and I'll say it in the next video. But from now on, if you send me a private message with or like an email with a question, tell me if you want your name said or not, because if you want it to be anonymous and that's why you're sending the private message, then fair enough. But if you don't want it to be anonymous and you've sent the private message and I've not mentioned your name, then I'm sorry. So if you want, I'm not going to say his name, but if he wants me to, he'll know what the question says because I'm asking it. But so anyway, I'll bang on with this, and I've seen a lot of people with this question on previous videos just randomly asking me it, and I've never really answered it. And I figured I better just get out of the way. So he asked, so I'm wondering if your disability affects your ability to make babies. I've always wondered if that happened to me, would I still be able to do the deed? And the answer is, well, the short answer is yes. There's a longer answer, but I'm not going to go into that. But yes, I can still make babies. I can still pump the push the cushion. Yeah, I can. I don't really know like a good way to put it without just saying I can rock and roll all night. So line up, ladies. My email's in the underbar. Send me a message. But no, yeah, I can still do the stuff. A lot of spinal injuries still kind of, because that's not a mental thing. You're not in control of your penis. If you don't sit there and go, right, now I'm going to get a boner, and it just pops up. It's like a reflex. You see someone hot or someone touches it, it pops up. So unless you can control your penis, can you on demand get an erection or tell it to go down when it needs to go down? If you can do that, then by all means, I would love to see that. Not that I wouldn't love to see a penis. That came out completely wrong. I do not want to see your penis. But I would like to know if it's possible for you to, on command, raise your penis from its flaccid grave. Next question! This is another private message one. I don't know, again, I'm not going to say the name, but he actually asked 3 questions, and I was going to just go for one, but I thought I'll just answer all 3. So his first question was, do you have any other hobbies other than gaming? And yes, I do. Other than music, which I love. I don't really do or play. I used to sing in a band, actually. Reason 56, we were awesome. We did like covers of Blink-182 and stuff. But no, I mainly just listen to music now, but it was always kind of my passion in life. Until I broke my neck and I couldn't really do much about playing. So I got into video games, but I also play wheelchair rugby. I might have mentioned this in other videos before. But I play wheelchair rugby and it's pretty brutal. I might leave a link to a video, not of me, just in general. There's a film out called Murderball. I urge everyone to see Murderball. Either download it or buy it or something. It's a documentary kind of thing, but it's funny, and it's about wheelchair rugby and about the American and the Canadian Olympic team. And it's just a really good, like, eye-opening, like, everyone needs to watch this film. It's like one of these films that you have to watch, and it's all about wheelchair rugby, and it's awesome, and it's brutal, and you get to crash into people and beat folk up. No, it's actually quite tactical, but so yeah, wheelchair rugby. Second question, do you hate being treated differently because of your disability? yeah, I don't like being treated any different because of a disability. I mean, of course you're going to get the people that either look at you funny or they'll maybe talk to you like you're a kid or patronise you. Patronise. I don't like being patronised, and it really does my head in, especially when it's old people and they're like, "Oh, how are you doing? It's good to see you out and about." It's like, well, yeah. Would you expect me to be sitting in a cupboard? Just because I'm in a wheelchair doesn't mean you're probably more fragile than me. Just go and sit in a freaking puddle, old lady. But yeah, I don't like being treated too much differently. And I try, when I'm at college and stuff, I try and be as independent and normal as possible. I don't want to say I'm not normal, but I try not to make a fuss of my disability, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. And then his third question was, have you ever used your disability to get things? Well, if you're talking about girls, no, I don't like to use my disability. They're probably the reason I've got lots of subscribers on YouTube, probably because of my disability, but I don't like using that, but it helps. But it also does kind of help getting, if you're out at a club or something, or out in a pub, it kind of helps getting the girls a little bit. I don't mean to say that it's a sympathy thing, what kind of is, but I don't know, I would have thought they'd be more freaked out by it, but I guess it's either the cute thing or the mothering thing or the, maybe it's just a sympathy thing, but I'm all up for sympathy. I don't like people feeling sorry for me, but if they're hot, then feel free to make a fuss over me. I'm not gonna sit there and not enjoy myself, you know what I mean? But anyway, I was gonna have another question here, but I'm running out of time, so I'm just gonna go on with the shout out. This is a shout out to a couple that do vlogs, who do video blogs about themselves. If you watch vlogs online, you'll know what I'm talking about. But there's a link down below. It's called The Last Great Vlog. It's a girl called Brie and a guy called Rob. They, I think that's their names. Pretty sure that's their names. I watched them. I found them on like Daily Booth. It's just some photo posting website. I found them on there, and they were pretty good. I enjoy watching their videos. And I asked them if they wanted a shout out. I approached them. They didn't approach me, so don't think it's like me selling out. So yeah, go check them out. They've got really quite funny and interesting videos, and they vlog every now and then. And go subscribe, please, just because they're really cool people and they kind of deserve more views. And so yeah, thanks. This was Bandit's Worldly Wisdoms, and I'll see you next time. Bye.